Let's learn some English with Super Bowl commercials. The great thing about commercials is that they are made for that moment in time. So they are going to be using current language that most Americans are using right now. So they will often contain a lot of slang, a lot of current phrasal verbs, terms that you can use in your everyday English. So if you are ready to learn some English, I am ready to teach some English. Let's do it. Okay, here we have an American actor named Will Ferrell. You might know him. This is going to be a car commercial, if I remember correctly.
Did you know that Norway sells way more electric cars per capita than the US? Norway. Well, I won't stand for it.
All right, did you hear what he said there? I won't stand for it. We also might use that phrasal verb put up with it. It just means if someone is trying to do something bad to you, you're going to defend yourself. You won't stand for it. You won't put up with it. And apparently, Will Ferrell is very upset that Norway is making more cars, electric cars, than we are. He's also going to say per capita. And that means, obviously, Norway has fewer people than the United States, but apparently they are producing or using more electric cars per person, like per 100 people, than Americans are. So he seems very upset about this.
Never mind. With GM's new Ultium battery, we're gonna crush those losers.
Dad joke there. He does a pun. He says a pun, and he wants to do two things at the same time. Call them losers, which are people who never win, a loser. And then he also says something about the sport of losing, a loser. So someone who is a loser, I don't know if that's a real word in English, but I know the sport of luge is like bobsledding. And I'm pretty sure Norway is good at it. So I think that's why he says that kind of lame dad joke. Come on, Will Ferrell, you're better than that.
Crush them! Let's go, America! Keita, Norway's out EVing us. What's this?
Oh, it's my daughter's birthday.
All right, I don't think this is a term used in English. The first time I watched this commercial, I was like, EVing? What does that mean? And I don't know if Will Ferrell made this up for the commercial or whatever, but it means like electric vehicle. GM, the car company, they might have made that up. They might have invented this for this commercial. Never heard of EVing, but he will say it a couple times.
She's really into tires.
I don't care. Grab an EV, meet me in Norway.
Okay, can I say goodbye to my family?
Nope.
All right.
That guy, I think he's also on Saturday Night Live, which is where Will Ferrell started. It's kind of a famous show in the United States on Saturday nights each week, and it's live.
Aquafina, sorry to disturb you, but Norway's beating us at EVs.
Okay, what they just said there, that little kids will often say that. Instead of no, you might hear them say nuh-uh, and instead of yes, you might hear them say So little kids on the playground, when they get into a fight, they might say that and that's Aquafina. I think another famous American actress. I don't know. I don't know her, but I think she's famous, or she wouldn't be in this commercial.
Meet me there in an hour.
Can I ride with you?
No! GM's Ultium battery is made for all types of vehicles, so soon everyone can drive an EV. Whoa!
Why don't we all just go together?
No one will. He's probably flying private.
All right, a couple things there. Flying private. It just means he has his own plane with his own pilot. The opposite of flying private is flying commercial, which is how probably most of us fly, with other people on the plane. Private means you own it. Let's talk about what he's doing over the side of the boat or off the side of the boat. Both prepositions work. We could say that he is hurling. There's some slang for that. He's tossing his cookies. He's puking, or he's upchucking. There's a couple nice ways to say he's throwing up. Throwing up's probably the most common. But he is seasick. That's what we call it when you're on a boat and it's rocking back and forth and you throw up. Seasick. He's seasick.
Hey, Norway, listen up, you fish-loving. Oh, this place is adorable. Damn it. Where are you guys?
We're in Finland. Where are you?
I'm in Norway.
Norway? You're in Sweden.
Damn it.
Okay, a couple things. Scandinavia is what we call basically those countries they just talked about. It's like Finland. Talk about Finland in a minute. Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, sometimes Iceland, called Scandinavia. But I know not a lot of people from this channel watch from Norway or Sweden or Denmark. It seems most people in those countries just know how to speak English. I don't know. Really good English speakers. Might be a couple Finnish viewers. How are you doing? But the Finnish language is not at all like Swedish or Danish, just in case you don't know. So maybe the people at GM, they should have done their research. I know those countries are close together on the map, but Finland, the language isn't even the same. But I guess maybe they're all snowy countries and their flags kind of look like the same thing. So maybe that's why they confused those three nations.
How did a blind man conquer Mount Everest? How did a kid who loved NASCAR just know in his heart one day he'd win the Brickyard at Daytona 500?
Did you hear what the narrator said? He knew in his heart. That's just another way to say he really believed in something. He thought that it was going to come true.
How did an underdog, always counted out, take down the biggest name in the UFC?
Underdog. If there is a game, a match, a battle, the underdog is the person or the side that you don't think will win.
How? They all believe. They believe in themselves, and they believe that their dreams, their goals in life were more than just imaginable. They were possible. For those who believe in their dream of a new home, Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender with all the right tools, advice, and financing to
Guaranteed rate, just talking about money there, how much you will have to spend. But guaranteed is another way to say promised. It's going to be there. No doubt about it.
make that dream a reality. Home office, backyard, more space, better view. Whatever you're striving for, you can make it happen. You can conquer that mountain. You can. If you believe, you will.
Ah, the backyard. It's had quite a year. I say, let's keep this backyard thing going. That's why Scott's and Miracle Grow want to give you a chance to win the lawn and garden of your dreams.
Like mine. You know, just not better than.
Okay, that woman right there, also a famous American. Her name is Martha Stewart. And a few years ago, she got in trouble, I believe, had to go to jail for a little bit. But she does a lot of cooking and gardening, and she likes her things to be perfect. Americans, I don't know how it is in your country, but a lot of Americans will spend a lot of money making their lawn look really green. And that is what this product is trying to sell. I think it's something you spread on your lawn and the grass will grow really green.
Mine.
Like mine, where you can work on your short game.
Stanley from The Office, if you're a fan of The Office.
Like mine.
Oh, it's a little close. Oh!
It only turns left.
Come on, Liz.
Okay, so that guy, I think his name is Kurt Busch. I could be wrong, but he's a NASCAR driver here in the United States, and he says his car only turns left. And if you think about a racetrack, like an oval racetrack, they never make a right turn. So a lot of American motorsports, NASCAR is probably the biggest, and they just often go around in a circle. No right turns. I don't know who this woman is. She must be some kind of fitness expert.
Crush your core.
I don't crush you.
Crush your core. That means the center of your body, like your abs, your abdominal muscle. If I had abdominal muscles, I might show you, but it's the muscles in your stomach. So the core, your center part of your body, crush it means you're really working it out.
Come on.
Dad, it's the red one.
I know.
The other red one.
I know.
Feeling good, like I said.
Right? That's typical, right? Teenage daughter trying to tell the dad how to do it. He knew. He was getting it. He was going to do it.
He still got it.
So text me now and win the lawn and garden of your dreams.
Hey, Travolta's, don't be tickety talking on my grass.
Feeling blessed.
You can dance though, right? You can dance.
Tony Bolonovich here. People call me the king of cold cuts. The sandwich business has been real good to me. But now I got this Jimmy's John showing up on my turf. I'm Jimmy's John's, and I have high quality, reasonably priced.
He used like turf. I don't know. Actually, in the last commercial, you could have used turf for the green part. If it wasn't grass, you definitely could call it turf. Sometimes grass is called turf as well. But the way this guy used it in this commercial, it means like his neighborhood. I guess he thinks he controls a part of the neighborhood. So he might say, it's my turf. And this guy has an American accent that you might, some people might, probably wrongly, but they might think he was into crime. He might be a criminal. That's not true for everybody. But if you listen to, he has an accent like we would call maybe like a mobster. It's an older accent that you might hear in New York or New Jersey. If anybody is watching from New York or New Jersey, I know the amount of criminals in New York and New Jersey, the same all the way around the world, but that accent kind of has like a crime thing to it.
Sandwiches, big deal. You got all natural meats.
Big deal. Some people in the United States will say, big deal, if you really don't care about something. So maybe you're jealous of your neighbor and they just got a nice new fancy car and they want to show it to you and you don't want to see it. You might say, big deal. I don't care about that. That would be very mean, but I could see some neighbors saying that, big deal, big deal. So what? You know English, big deal. Hey, congratulations. I'm glad you're learning English here on this channel. Thank you.
Sliced by hand. I got turkey and ham made by science. I'm good. I'm coming from the Jimmy's John's. This is war. Sandwich war.
And Jimmy John's, I don't think it's all around the world. I don't have one where I live, but in some parts of the United States, it's kind of like a Subway, Jimmy John's. I think the owner got into trouble also. I think he went to some African safari and killed a lion or a giraffe or something. He took a picture and a lot of, I don't know if he still owns that company. There was a little problem the owner got into, I think, a while back, a few years ago.
So, you're gonna buy the car?
Please, if I could just go home and discuss things with my wife. I've been here all weekend.
You can leave anytime you want.
Okay, I think what he had, so he had jumper cables. That guy this guy must have been having some kind of dream, forcing him to buy a car. But those were jumper cables he had. Let's see what's happening here.
Never go to a dealership again.
Well, I was painless.
Go to vroom.com, buy a car, and we'll deliver it contact free.
All right, I don't think that commercial was very good, but a dealership is a place that you might buy a car dealership. He also said painless. Be careful of that suffix, less, at the end of a word. It often means without. So painless, it would literally mean without pain.
When did Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade?
All right now. If you're under 21, if this looks like it's a commercial for alcohol, please do not drink. If you're in a country where alcohol cannot be consumed, please, maybe skip ahead. I think this is about a 30-second commercial. But for Super Bowl commercials, often beer companies will have the most ads.
Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
2020 was a lemon of a year.
All right, so here's a little bit of slang, but it comes from cars, actually, like the last commercial. If a car is always breaking down, if it always needs to be fixed, we sometimes call it a lemon. And so they just said that 2020 handed us a lot of lemons. You could say it handed us a lot of bad things. Bob the Canadian, I believe, did a video about this saying in English: when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. So when bad things come to you, turn them around, make them better. So when life hands you lemons, make lemonade, make a good thing out of a bunch of bad things. That's what that means. And so I think they're trying to get you to buy alcohol, talking about lemons. Don't buy alcohol, especially if you're underage. Underage is what we say for anyone who is too young to legally drink. In the United States, the drinking age is 21.
That's a lot of lemons.
Well, you know what they say, when life gives you lemons.
We know the saying, Mark.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
See, he was about to say when life hands you lemons. All right, this one, I remember this one from the night of the Super Bowl. The next day, there were a lot of people talking about this actor when he's going to take his shirt off. And I guess a lot of people like that because this man is pretty buff. He works out. He has abs. He has a strong core. So if you're into that kind of thing, you might like this commercial. This is an Amazon commercial. You can clearly see the little smile up there, that little smile, Amazon. I'm sure everyone around the world knows Amazon. And so they're about to speak into this Alexa device. I don't know why they're all standing around. Use a little phrasal verb there. They're standing around that table. I don't know why they would be. Maybe they're practicing with this new Alexa thing.
It's just flawless, isn't it?
I think so.
Flawless. Remember the less at the end? Flaw is a mistake. If it's flawless, it has no mistakes.
I mean, I literally couldn't imagine a more beautiful vessel for Alexa to be inside. Alexa, how many tablespoons are in a cup?
There are 16 tablespoons in a cup.
Hey, food just...
Look at that. The United States, we use tablespoons and cups. Those are measurements for baking. I'm sure you're thinking, what? I think we're the only country that uses tablespoons and quarts and cups. United States, we have to be different all the time. We use Celsius. No, I'm sorry. We use Fahrenheit. Everybody else uses Celsius. I'm sorry.
Just got here. Why are you cooking? Who's that?
Alexa, turn on the sprinklers.
Honey, I already ran the sprinklers. Things that get way too wet around here.
Alexa, dim the lights.
Do you want me to just pause that part in case you like that? I'll pause it. We can all wait for a second. You can always rewind it if you have to.
Alexa, lights up! Alexa, lights up!
Add bath oils to my shopping list.
Alexa, no, don't do that.
Read my audiobook.
I was in his hands. I was being changed.
Other people have to use the bathroom around here too.
All right, we'll move on to another commercial. I was a little distracted myself. I don't know what was going on in that commercial, but I think the wife really loved her Alexa, and then the husband he was jealous. He was jealous of the Alexa. That's all I got out of that commercial. I don't think we could learn any English from that. But like I said, if you want, rewind it. I know my wife liked that part in the commercial. All right, this is an M&M's commercial. And this was my favorite commercial of the night of the Super Bowl.
I feel bad for kicking your seat on purpose.
Okay, on purpose. That is something to say you meant to do it. It wasn't an accident. So apparently that man meant to kick his seat. It wasn't an accident. He did it on purpose.
I'm sorry for mansplaining. That's when a man...
I know what it is.
All right, this has become a big term in English in the United States. Mansplaining, when they combine man and explaining, and it's when a guy, because he's a guy, explains something to a woman because he thinks that she can't do it herself. So that was kind of a neat little... He was explaining what mansplaining was, and she said, I know. That's kind of funny, I thought.
We should have just told you it's a boy.
I wish you didn't have to hear all.
That was actually a gender reveal party. And when I first started this channel, I can put a link to it. I did a gender reveal party. My friend was having a baby, and they didn't know the gender of their baby. And they announced it all at once. And sometimes couples will, see if we can get, they will just, here's the mansplaining guy.
I know what it is. We should have just...
So if it's a boy, it's something blue with the color. And if it's a girl, it's usually something pink. So it looks like they're having a boy, but that gender reveal party got a little out of control. When something doesn't go as planned or it gets too big, we might say it got out of control. Last year, there was a forest fire in California, started because of a gender reveal party.
Told you it's a boy.
I wish you didn't have to hear all that.
Sorry I called you Karen.
That's my name.
Sorry your name is Karen.
Maybe you know, but Karens are those people, women in their 40s or 50s that just know everything. To be called a Karen in the United States now is not a good thing. It's a little more complicated than that, but I'll let you look it up if you want. But a Karen, not a good thing to be called if you're right around that woman's age.
Promise I will not eat any more of your friends.
Really?
It might happen one more time.
Oh, that's so awful, huh? Eating an M&M when they look kind of like they're real. But M&Ms are good. I don't know if you think so, but I like M&Ms quite a bit. All right, let's end it there. I hope you learned a little something and hopefully a fun way. If you're looking for some more English, right up there is a playlist that I think you'll like, super short lessons. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.